Somewhere in the darkness of the African night, something is watching you. You cannot see it. You cannot hear it. You cannot sense it. But it is there, perfectly still, perfectly silent, perfectly deadly. Welcome to Wild Surge Life. Tonight, we enter the secret world of the most elusive, most mysterious, and most breathtakingly beautiful predator on Earth. The leopard. The African leopard, Panthera pardus, is the ultimate solo hunter. Unlike lions who hunt in prides, unlike wolves who hunt in packs, the leopard works entirely alone. It trusts no one. It needs no one. It is the ghost of the African wilderness, seen only when it chooses to be seen, and deadly long before you ever notice it is there. Adult male leopards weigh up to 190 pounds and measure over 6 feet from nose to tail. Females are smaller, leaner, faster, even more agile. Their iconic spotted coat, called rosettes, is not just beautiful. It is a masterpiece of natural camouflage. In tall grass, in dense forest, in the dappled light of an acacia tree, the leopard simply disappears. Scientists studying leopards in the wild have walked within 10 feet of one without ever seeing it. Leopards are the most widespread of all big cats, found across Africa, the Middle East, Central Asia, and parts of India and China. They survive in deserts, rainforests, mountains, and savannas. They are the ultimate adapters. Where lions and cheetahs have disappeared, the leopard endures. Quiet, patient, unstoppable. But what does a leopard actually do all day? Let us find out. It is 5:30 in the morning. The African bush is still dark, still cool, still alive with the sounds of the night. Crickets, frogs, the distant whoop of a hyena, and high up in the fork of a marula tree, something stirs. A leopard. She has been sleeping here since midnight, draped over a thick branch like a golden shawl, her spotted tail hanging lazily in the air below her. She opens her eyes, pale green, glowing in the darkness, and the hunt begins. She descends the tree silently. 4 massive paws touch the ground without a single sound. She stretches, long and slow, arching her spine like a bow. Then she begins to move through the bush. Low. Fluid. Every muscle controlled, every step placed with absolute precision. She is not just walking, she is already hunting, every sense on maximum alert. Her nose reads the air. Her ears rotate independently, picking up sounds humans could never detect. Her eyes see in light 6 times dimmer than what we need to see anything at all. This is what makes the leopard the silent killer. It does not just hunt. It becomes part of the night itself. Her territory covers over 30 square miles. She patrols it every night, marking trees with her scent, leaving scratch marks on bark, spraying urine on bushes. This is her land, every inch of it. And she knows it better than any map could ever show. She knows where the impala sleep. She knows where the baboons nest. She knows which waterhole the warthogs visit at dawn. This knowledge, built over years of living in this landscape, is her greatest weapon. By 6 in the morning, the sky is beginning to lighten. She stops at the edge of a clearing. Ahead of her, a herd of impala. 30, maybe 40 animals, grazing nervously in the early morning light. Impala are among the most alert prey animals in Africa. They have eyes on the sides of their heads, giving them nearly 360-degree vision. They live in a constant state of anxiety, because something is always hunting them. But they have not seen the leopard. She drops to her belly, crawls forward through the grass, inch by inch, minute by minute. She uses every bush, every rock, every shadow as cover. She needs to get within 20 to 30 feet before she strikes. Any further, and the impala will outrun her. Leopards are not built for long chases. They are built for one single explosive, perfectly timed moment. Closer, closer. The impala graze. One lifts its head, ears forward, nostrils flaring. The leopard freezes, does not breathe, does not blink. 30 seconds pass, the impala lowers its head again. And the leopard moves forward once more. Then, in a fraction of a second, she explodes from the grass. 0 to 45 miles per hour in 2 strides. The impala scatter in every direction, a chaos of hooves and dust and screaming alarm calls, but the leopard has already chosen her target. A young female, slightly slower than the rest. She closes the gap in less than 3 seconds. One massive paw slams into the impala's hindquarters, sending it tumbling. Before it can recover, the leopard's jaws close around its throat. A suffocating grip. Precise. Practiced. Final. The savannah goes quiet. Now comes something truly remarkable, something that sets the leopard apart from every other predator in Africa. She picks up the impala, which weighs nearly the same as she does, and carries it in her jaws. Not along the ground. Up. She climbs a tree. Straight up the vertical trunk, carrying a full-grown impala, using nothing but the strength of her jaws and the grip of her claws. She hauls it 10, 15, sometimes 20 feet off the ground and wedges it securely between 2 branches. Why? Because down on the ground, nothing is safe. Lions will steal from her. Hyenas will steal from her. Even wild dogs will drive her away from her kill. But up in the tree, she is safe. Lions cannot climb with that kind of agility. Hyenas cannot climb at all. Up here, in the green silence of the tree canopy, the leopard can eat in peace. A single impala can feed her for 3 to 4 days. As she feeds, the savannah continues its eternal drama around her. Below the tree, a family of mongoose scurries through the undergrowth. A secretary bird stalks through the grass on impossibly long legs, stamping its feet to flush out snakes. A pair of fish eagles calls from across a nearby river, their haunting cry echoing across the water. And in the distance, a herd of buffalo moves like a slow brown river across the plains, attended by hundreds of cattle egrets riding on their backs like small white flags. Life goes on. It always goes on. By midday, the leopard has finished eating. She moves the remaining carcass deeper into the branches and climbs higher into the tree to rest. She sleeps through the brutal midday heat, completely relaxed, completely safe, one leg dangling casually on each side of the branch like she owns the world. Because in this tree, in this moment, she does. As evening falls and the temperature drops, she becomes active again. She grooms herself carefully, licking her paws, cleaning her face, maintaining the perfect condition of her coat. Then she descends the tree and begins her nightly patrol once more. She will cover miles tonight. She will mark her territory. She will watch. She will wait. And if the opportunity comes, she will strike again. This is the life of the leopard, solitary, silent, savage, and strangely beautiful. Here on Wild Surge Life, we are endlessly in awe of this creature. The leopard asks nothing from anyone. It survives on intelligence, patience, and pure physical perfection. But today, leopards are under threat. Habitat loss, poaching for their beautiful coats, and conflict with farmers have pushed leopard populations to dangerous lows across much of their range. The silent killer of the African night deserves our protection. Because a world without leopards is a quieter world, a poorer world, a lesser world. Subscribe to Wild Surge Life and join us every week as we bring you the raw, real, breathtaking stories of our planet's most incredible animals. Share this video if it moved you. And remember, the first step to protecting something is understanding it. Thank you for watching. And as always, stay curious.